Football's so close, I can taste it. Today on Strikeout Beer. And we're live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, episode number 304. With your pals Alan and Rapid Dave, I'm Alan.
I'm RD, what's up?
You know what, brother? Just living the dream. That's it.
Like a nightmare around here.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't say, I just said it was a dream. Nightmares are dreams, too.
It's like, yeah, try not to make it a nightmare, shall we? Okay, Greg.
No, sorry, you're out of luck, buddy.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
That's all we have around here.
So we got wrestling, we got the big inning on, we got some claws. Did you pull up anything about this thing that you brought over to the house, this abomination here?
My computer?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't bring anything up on my computer.
You know, usually we talk about the beers that we're having, you know, or whatever. So I figured maybe, and this is a maybe, loose maybe. You know, I figured you'd have something like in store for it. So this is White Claw, 0% alcohol. This is a non-alcoholic premium seltzer. I got to put a birthday in for this? Jesus. For real? There you go. Finally, an adult drink without the alcohol. New White Claw, 0% alcohol. This is black cherry, right?
Yes.
Black cherry? Cool. They actually have 4 of these, so they have a variety pack and things like that. Let's just make sure that... There, grab your glass there. And I guess keep fiddling around with your phone.
Well, I was trying to pull up the video over on Twitch, but we're not live on Twitch.
Okay.
It shows here.
Yeah, weird. Let's see. Discover a smart way to drink with White Claw 0% non-alcoholic premium seltzer. The balance of a natural ripe black cherry and a hit of a tart cranberry flavor to give it an extremely refreshing depth of flavor. Best served cold, whether you're keeping it chill or going all out. Available in 12-ounce slim cans. They got a 12-pack variety pack. You can find it near you. You know, it's a Kroger and all that other places.
Or near you.
Let's see. It's refreshment. I noticed this one thing. It's got electrolytes.
It's got what plants crave?
Yeah, so refreshment plus hydrating electrolytes. And when I saw that, real quick, 15 calories, no fat, 65 sodium. They got 5 carbs in here, 2 total sugars. So, why am I drinking it if it has more carbs than a regular White Claw?
Because you don't want to get drunk?
I think so. There you go.
Yeah.
And so, anywho, they... when I saw refreshment,
seems tall.
Yeah, I like it. It's tall.
Like,
yeah, tall, skinny. I was like, I bet you this thing would be really good as a mixer. You know what I mean? And people are like giving shit, White Claw, so it's just a seltzer. I'm like, yeah, it ain't beer without the alcohol. It's still beer. Who gives a shit? It's a seltzer, right? And so anyhow, as you're sitting here, like, yeah, this thing screams, pour something else in me.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's White Claw vodka. Is that not a thing?
That was. Now, I don't know if it's still a thing because, yeah, they had all their flavors. And you want to talk about some shit to mix some stuff with? I mean, if you're looking for like a fruity drink or something, whatever, your old lady's looking for something like that, that shit was like crazy. What do you think?
Not bad.
Got just seltzer water?
Yeah.
Well, flavor
yeah.
Seltzer water. So like LaCroix, right?
Sure.
Something like that. Isn't that seltzer water? Or is that,
I think so.
Yeah?
I don't know.
I'm thinking about taking a picture.
Do it.
But I think it'd be like the least liked picture on earth.
Nah.
Happy Wildfires over there on Instagram. What's up?
What's up, Lizzie?
How are we doing?
But
if you want to try one of these, they're non-alcoholic. I'm going to have one, and that's about it. But I wasn't gonna get after it today.
Okay.
I was gonna take day off.
Oh yeah.
Relax like I did last week, right?
Okay.
And now I'm like, no, I just want to drink. I just want a beer.
I just want to get fucked up.
I had the beer during the fantasy football show, so we did a live stream. We went live on YouTube, SB Fantasy Football. Go check it out. We were doing defenses and kickers, just having a conversation about it. Real quick show too, 15 minutes. The audio is available wherever you listen to your podcast. But anyway, and I was like, let me grab a Miller. Why not? Whatnot. And so it's just when you start pouring it on like last week, I was like, I got to take a break. I was like, I got to take a freaking break. And so that's why I was like, I had 1 claw last week when we finally went outside.
Okay.
And then last Wednesday. And then like this week, I'm like, yeah, no, this isn't going to get it done today.
It's not going to, it ain't going to cut it.
Even though like yesterday, I got a little
out of control.
I didn't break anything. I didn't hurt anybody. I just had a good time.
Did you get kicked down anywhere?
No, I actually almost joined this. So my brother was like, "Hey, you want to play golf?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." You know, I won't know until the morning of.
Right.
I go, "I'm not going to know till the morning of." Got to get a report out, right?
Right.
Got to get it done. It's a month in. He's like, oh, "Okay, yeah, no problem." So about 9 o'clock in the morning, I realized we were good to go. I was like, "I'm ready. We can do it." You know, whatever. Picked the place down the road here. It's in Carrollton. And so I was like, we get there, and he's been, so this is like the second or third time he's been smuggling drinks in. And he brings like a smaller, less conspicuous, remember that cooler? You know what he had? You remember that cooler you used to bring everywhere when we go play disc golf with the wheels?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had one of those the first time, and it was like sitting up on the rack, falling over. You know, you couldn't get comfortable. The damn thing's right here in your face. Anyway, so now he's got a soft cooler, fits right in the whatever. So he pulls up, you know, whatever. He goes, "Hey, I already went inside. I got us two claws." I go, "That ain't gonna be enough." He goes, "No, I got a whole like case of them.
I got two from here,
yeah.
but I got more from.
He goes, I got a case of Miller and a case of Flight in the car." I go, "Oh, okay." So I was like, "Well, it's hot. It was like 100 degrees, right? We're under severe whatever. It's not severe. What's it called? A heat advisory?
Yeah, something like that."
And so I was like, "All right, we're outside." And I was like, I'm gonna take it easy today because I actually want to shoot pretty good. You know, I want to give this course a little something. 3 or 4 shots in, shit's going everywhere. I go, "You know what? I fucking took one to the house." I was like, "You know what? Let's get another one going." And so it just unraveled from there.
Just hauled downhill from there.
And I had my driver out, which I was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna leave it in the bag." But we're out there, new course, gorgeous. It absolutely is gorgeous. I was sitting there telling him about it. I was like, "This reminds me of a course I played at when I was like 17 years old in Myrtle Beach. It was white sands. The greens were gorgeous. Now they had a lot of sand they put on the greens because it's Texas, and it's the middle of the week. So I was like, okay, it's no big deal. But I was like, I love the course, fell in love with it. But we made the turn, and I was like, I'm gonna go find out how much a membership is, you know, whatever. I don't talk to anybody ever, and so I went in there. They were like, "Oh yeah." You know, I looked it up. I go, "Okay, well, I see there's an initiation fee." I was like, "Okay," and I saw the monthly. It was like, but online it didn't make it clear. Wasn't I'm in we're in the auto business, right? Yeah. It's got to be clear and conspicuous, right?
Yeah, right.
And so,
what's up, Busby? What's up, TJ?
What's up, boys? And so then I go in. I was like, "You know what? Let me talk to this lady." Hello, and it was a dude, and he's like, "Hey, will you?" I was like, "Hey, I'm trying to find out about membership. You know, here." He goes, "Oh, just fill this out, you know, whatever." And then our director's here, or she'll give you a call. I go, "Okay, cool." By the time I'm done hitting the last line, she's already standing outside the door with a whole booklet for me, you know, like a portfolio. And so we start going through. She goes, "You playing here today?" Or, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm in the middle of the turn, actually, and I love the course so much, I'm thinking about joining." This place looks like it's a country club vibe. It's got its own gym, like its own 24-hour fitness attached to it. Ballroom, dining room, your clubhouse, like when you go into...
Hey, old school's here. What's up, brother?
I was telling Alan, I go, I hadn't seen this guy forever. I hadn't seen no live, no nothing. I was like, man, I got to check in on this guy. I was like, if I didn't see him tonight, I was going to send him a text. I was like, you know. So you got your large bathroom, whatever area, but then there's a door where you go in, and that's where your locker room is. Leather chairs, lockers, all kinds of shit. I was like, oh, I see the guy pushing it. I stop. He goes... I was like, "You son of a bitch." But the fees and everything cover unlimited golf.
Right.
I can play golf every single day of the week if I want. Obviously practicing classes and all this stuff. So they really are. And they're like, "Yeah, we're about to go private. We're like 6 months maybe away from it." I go, "That'd be a lot cooler if it, you know, whatever." She goes, "Yeah." He goes, "But obviously initiation fee and stuff goes up." By then I go, "Well, I know." I was like, "I figure it probably doubles." And so I was like looking, I was like, you know, I was like, okay. But, yeah. I was like, you know. I left there. I was like, well, let me do this. I go, let me go ahead and go. I'm going to talk to Lizzie. I'm going to take Lizzie out there. So that's what it was.
I don't know, Busby.
Nah, he's still as fat as he has been. Is your beard shrinking? I think
No.
your beard's... Or is
the beard still growing? Oh, yeah, it's still growing. But
is it still growing out?
yeah, I assume so. I don't measure it.
Mine doesn't... Well,
It's like I don't step on the scale.
some people do.
Last time I stepped on a scale was like 220-something, but...
Like 5 years ago?
No. Like 3 months ago.
There's no way. It's 3 months ago. You're like,
Okay.
I'm 220.
All right.
Well, yeah, dude. It was like... my beard stopped growing, so I just started trimming it. So it's going to keep getting shorter, and then eventually it's just going to be an 8. Well, I'll do 4 or 5, and then this I just kind of shape it.
Right.
Yeah, I saw old pictures of us, like, you know, and the fucking beard's like, oh, just crazy, bushy and shit. Just,
Yeah.
you know, that was during the crazy times, though.
I saw there was a video that showed up in Memories
Kind of good.
like last week or the week before.
Mm-hmm.
It was episode 8.
Jesus.
I was like, oh, buddy.
I try to get rid of, like, everything that's old. That was like, I'm like, nah, this doesn't need to be in the public anymore. He's a quarter pounder easy. Dude. But yeah, so you got the guys from, was it Mostly Football in here?
Yeah.
And he's asking about, you know, our Facebook group. I was like, yeah, dude, post your podcast in there because it's another fun, you know, easygoing fantasy football, or actually not just fantasy, it's football. So they just talk general and whatnot. But yeah, go check them out. Mostly Football, and then their audio is available wherever you listen to podcasts. What the f is this guy doing? Oh, he messed up. So the guy was like, oh, let me spin out of here. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, I thought it was pretty freaking cool. He's just spinning around him like, it's like, holy hell. That's just impressive. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
So yeah, and like I said,
he's wrestling Satan.
We oh God. And so yeah, I by the time it was over, we go. I'm like, he goes, "You want to have another?" I go, "Well, I'll have a couple more." You know, we get to the inside or whatever, and it's burnt. I'm burnt up. Played really fast. I was like, "Yeah, let's get a couple more beers, man." It's like, you know. Then we went to the parking lot. Had another one in the parking lot. I'm like,
we don't know what's going on with Twitch, TJ.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've got it set to go on there, but for whatever reason, it's not showing up on there.
Twitch says the title's invalid.
Oh,
told you. You can't say perverts on Twitch because they house a lot of perverts.
Yeah, that they do.
So that's exact. I knew it was going to get one of us. There, save changes. Go live. There you go. We're live.
Okay, and we're there.
I put an asterisk where the E was, and it totally threw him for a loop, man. I could figure. So you can't write pervert.
You should put
Twitch.
White Claws, Cosby, and some sports stuff.
You know what? Yeah, no. You know what I'm going to do next time? I'm going to just put. I'm going to get either registered sex offenders or famous people like, you know, Cosby and whatever.
Oh, actual. I thought you were going to type the word registered sex offenders.
Holy shit, that'd be funny. But yeah, they don't let you. So that was what's holding up.
Yeah, there we go. We're live on Twitch now.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Leslie and TJ coming through. But yeah, I didn't even want to look a minute ago. I was like, yeah, but no, I don't. Yeah, I don't know why Twitch is so weird. I don't really go on Twitch. I think I popped in there earlier today, or maybe yesterday before.
What's up, Chris?
Homeschool Mom was on there.
Oh yeah.
And what's up, Chris? How you doing? Homeschool Mom went live, and she was like, "Oh, I was just thinking about you when y'all had me and Earl on."
Oh, it was one of the best shows ever.
And I was like, you know what? I was like, I saw that. I was like, it came across the memories not too long ago too, and I was like, it was a blast. We had an absolute blast. So Twitch is for bitches. Yeah, it's one of those platforms that has kind of gotten out of hand, and they'll let a naked girl dance around, you know, whatever. But then you can't say the word pervert, or you can't say, or there's like a list of words that'll get you thrown off there, which it doesn't matter if we get thrown off there. Who gives a shit?
Drinking beer, sending love. Anything good tonight, Chris?
There you go.
What are we drinking?
We're having a 0% White Claw, so our night's not going as planned.
Still can't drink right now, but you know, I'll get through this.
It's not as great.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, your voice sounds like a robot on IG. Not really bad, but it's not clear like here. Oh boy.
Oh buddy.
What else is new? Your voice sounds like a robot on IG. No, it sounds fine.
You were just talking like a robot there.
Yeah. Is it me just making that voice or whatever? I do that voice every so often. I got like that.
Fresh squeeze Deschutes. There we go.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I read an article about a deer boy running something over there and haven't heard anything since.
I'm a robot. I have
a robot vagina.
That's such a great movie. They were talking to Nick Swartzen about it, and he was like, it bombed in the box office. I was like, you know. But it turned into a cult classic or something. I was like, dude, yeah. I was like, I loved it ever since I saw it. I thought it was hilarious. You know, it was great. The whole damn thing is just, it's awesome.
Just nonstop. If you know what we're talking about Grandma's Boy. Yeah. Go watch it. You'll thank us later.
Yeah, Dylan. I think we covered it whenever that was released. That there was a deer in charge of Twitch. We were like, okay, well that's that then. I mean, they were shutting down. Cool. They were shutting down a lot of people who were, you know. I don't know. It's just another one of those sites that if you don't share their views, you're not welcome. They share the shit like everyone's welcome. Well, not you, because you don't believe
Everyone's welcome, but you.
You don't.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you don't share our views and beliefs. So no.
Headhunting, yo. Anyone else absolutely pumped for fantasy to start? Yes.
God, I'm excited. I'm so damn excited. That's why we've been doing we're doing a weekly SB show or SB fantasy football, and it's gonna. Obviously, more content's coming because you have to have waiver wire talk. You got to do shorts and stuff like that. And oh my god, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm with you. Headhunting. I am because, dude, it's gonna be freaking awesome. I'm predicting another wild year. You're gonna have some upsets, You're gonna have some injuries. I got a bad feeling about this year.
This is breaking news. There's going to be injuries this year
to very key players.
What?
Some top 10
I
guys.
don't understand where you're getting this top secret information from.
That's right. It's right in here. Yeah. It's right in here. Yeah.
You think maybe a Baltimore running back will get injured?
No, don't put that shit on Derrick Henry. He's my guy this year, man.
Jameson Williams breakout. You bet your damn ass.
He says it every year. He said it last year too. Dylan, we did our top 50 receivers last year. He put him in the top 50, like motherfucker.
40-something.
Motherfucker, he's not even going to be playing for a third of the season. Top 50. Homers are so fucking dumb.
He was close.
And you are a massive homer. You can't even get out of your own way half the time. It's crazy. But Cowboy fans are just as bad. Boy, Cowboy fans and Lions fans ought to get a timeshare together, somewhere. I mean, obviously not. At the beach, Cancun, around February.
I like beaches.
I love the beach. I was actually talking about that's one of the things
we'll do a live show out at the beach.
Dude, I'd bring everything with us to sit there at the beach. I'd run fucking power cables and everything down on the sand. Yeah,
I'll never respect Alan's opinion, but I'll always, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a shirt at home that says my opinion's pretty damn good that you had to buy me.
No, that wasn't a good decision. That was a bad bet by him. That was the dumbest bet on earth.
It was pretty stupid.
Yeah, but it was. Yeah, that wasn't like you were absolutely 100%. There was no way you were going to lose that bet, right?
None.
It's not
whatsoever.
What a dumbass here.
He tried to drop under it.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't like you were just you have your crystal ball out and you just had no. It was it was the dumbest bet ever. Well, his conviction is crazy.
So I'm worried about this guy making this horrible bet, whether he respects my opinion or not. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. But your opinion is he happened to make it so dumb.
No disrespect.
That
with all due respect, Busby.
Anybody could have made that pick.
Not Busby.
Yeah. I don't know what he was thinking. I was like, when he said it, I go, "Are you sure about it?" And he's like, "I'm in." I mean, he told us during the show. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
All caps in. In.
Jackson Holiday jacked one today. He got recalled. So anyways, the beach, there was a thing I was going to talk about too. It was some video. There was it was a chick that was saying point of view, you're worried about your man staring at other chicks at the beach. And he goes, but here you go. And it goes to him and he's got it's not a sand castle. It's a sand couch.
Nice.
Full size love seat. He's sitting there putting the little lines in the leather and shit or whatever. And
guy's just living his best life.
Yeah. I was and I thought to myself, I go, they care if it was you're not checking out chicks at the beach. You're not looking at anything that walks by. You're just people watching. You know what I mean? It's shit. Chicks are doing it too. What are you going to be mad at you? I go, how insecure are you that that you're oh, he's probably looking at other chicks. I'm like, he probably is,
but he's sticking his pecker in you.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I was he's not out there. Jesus Christ.
Just saying. I'm ready for football too. Old school.
I like football.
Football.
Sports, what are we doing? We got a little bit of MLB, some NFL.
Football talk.
Right. Nothing else on. Baseball.
Maybe a little baseball. I'll tell you what's very unsettling to me.
The extra inning rule?
No. I don't care about that. That's fine with me. The fact that Jordan Love is the highest paid player in the league.
What's wrong with that? He happened to be at the right time. Right place, right time.
It just goes to show you that what we're paying quarterbacks is out of control.
Oh yeah,
that a guy who's played one season,
you got to lock in,
is now the highest paid player in the freaking league.
What is this contract? Well, that's the whole thing.
Until the next quarterback signs a contract. Right?
I mean, Dak's going to break the mold or break the limit again. Men's gymnastics. But yeah, I think this was he has 1 year left on his deal, right? So this is a time to sign him anyways. And you're not going to get him cheap because he's the future of your franchise. The reason he hasn't played is because, Rodgers was there.
Right, but like every time he came in, like when Rodgers would get hurt and he would come in and play, he sucked.
Did he?
Yeah. So
coming in coming in cold, like in the third quarter or something like that.
I hate the monetization of sports viewing. I live in Louisiana now, and I can't even watch the Rangers.
I can't watch the Rangers either, and I hate it. I'll tell you what, though. Keep the faith, because I think Amazon or Diamond went to bankruptcy, so Amazon took it over, if I'm not mistaken. So it should be free next year.
Well, it's
like you're not going to have to
everything's kind of up in the air as far as what's going to happen. But like the
There's
Stars,
no
like for the Dallas Stars, they're launching their own app that's free that you can watch the games.
It's awesome.
So.
Awesome.
There's baseball still has yet to come out with what they're going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, things are changing.
Yeah. I miss it. I miss the old days
But
where it was on channel 21 or 27 and you could watch every single game there was, and it was free. It was just there. I'm like, why can't we watch our local now? You're in Louisiana, and you should be able to watch it because you're on one of the bordering states that you don't have a baseball team. You know what I mean? Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, you guys should all be able to watch Texas. You know what I mean? You ought to be able to watch the Rangers. But yeah, I hate that we get the big inning or the MLB.TV,
right?
And we can't watch the Rangers
or the Astros
or the Astros. Like, no, yeah.
But still, if I like my Tigers, if they were playing the Astros, I can't watch it.
Yeah. Nope, blacked out. Screw ballots, I'm with you right there. Yep. One day it's one channel, the next day it's on an app. Now that is annoying because it went from, what the hell is that? It's Apple TV had them like one day, Bally's had them one day. We thought we were going to have a lot more nationally televised games too. World Series champions. Well, they fell off pretty hard, and they've had a struggle. They've been tough to watch. So then they've been kicked. You know what I mean? Just haven't been around.
Flexed out.
I'm in South, not Southwest viewing area. Oh, there you go then. Yep. So you're going to get, you'll get the Braves, I guess, right? Got to be if you're in the South.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
TX21 back in the day when TX20. You should be able to watch your local sports teams on just the network TV channels, but everything's gone cable routes. And
make outsiders have to pay. I don't want to have to pay. I live 30 minutes away.
You got
the Braves. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just be a Braves
fan. And that's
fan
why
at
I
that
think
point.
what the Stars are doing is real cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a little bit of a game changer type thing where they're paying for the app with all the advertising they're going to get out of it, and you can be a fan. Just download the Stars app, and wherever you're at, you can watch them play.
Something's got to give. Yeah, something did give. They went bankrupt, so there's changes coming, and they realized that it was a terrible thing because everybody bitches about Bally's, and not to mention their pregame, postgame shit sucks. Like they're goddamn awful. What about Olympics, women's boxing? Should they step in the ring? Yeah, why not?
I'd rather wipe with sandpaper than be a Braves fan.
That's why I was like, just be a Braves fan. It's like, just be a Braves. And I lived in the Southeast growing up and whatnot, and you were a Braves fan. That's kind of what you were because it was like we were in the Carolinas.
Well, but it was also easy to watch because of TBS.
Yeah.
Right?
But everybody over there, like even into Kentucky, you're a Braves fan or you're a Reds fan, but you get further south away from Cincinnati, it turns into Braves country. And I remember going to the ballpark, at Turner Field. Was it called Turner Field back in the day? I think so. Back in like 87 or whatever. And I thought it was awesome. But yeah, I grew up and I used to love the Braves, but I was like, nah, whatever. But yeah, so your thoughts on Olympic women's boxing? You think they should have it?
Sure.
They said this year was like the year where like there's half the sports or women actually are about equal, like 51% or something like that. Women are in it. I was like, okay, cool.
All right.
Hey, bring it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was a Cubs fan as a kid because WGN when it was the only chance. Yeah. I watched a ton of Cubs baseball.
Yep.
Because of WGN.
You walk in the door from school.
Yeah.
Boom. They're on. And I liked Bozo the Clown. Yeah. My aunt and uncle lived up in Chicago, and we went up there to visit. That's where I learned to fucking ice skate. But they always had our names. Like I think she submitted our names too. Like we're gonna get you on the show. I'm like okay. I'm like, and they had the whole thing in their basement because up there they have basements, and they had the replica of the
little bucket. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I remember watching that, and then during the breaks of the Bozo show, they would turn it over to the Transformers cartoon, and dude, yeah, I have a Bozo the Clown pop at home.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
We're at the network for sure. I got you. Yeah, dude, WGN was awesome. It was. So.
Yeah, Harry Carey. I mean, come on, doesn't get any better than that.
Him 4 beers deep. I say 4. He's probably 7 or 8 beers.
He's 4
drinks.
beers deep when he starts the game.
Yeah, I was about to say by the time he gets to the 7th inning stretch, boy, those are. I want and I was listening. I was on YouTube or whatever, screwing around. And I'd come across some old. I was like, I'm going down this rabbit hole. I want to hear him sing. Take me out to the ball game. I want to catch some late inning action from him and whatnot. And it's like, oh man. And that's my. I'm with you. I bitch about it every freaking week. I even went when I was up in Kentucky here recently. I was bitching my dad about it. I was like, I can't watch the goddamn Rangers. He goes, I can't watch the Reds. He's like, it's like he goes, I have the MLB package too. He goes, I can't watch it. It's blacked out. I'm like, God damn it. So I logged in.
And blackouts is ridiculous. Blackouts for your local team. I'm paying all this money to watch all the games, but you're gonna say, but you can't watch your team. That doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah.
Like
I said, hopefully next year we'll be good to go. Because it's what needs to happen. You know what I mean? It really. You don't need paywalls, and you don't need you talk about the NFL too, right? How many games were on fucking like Peacock or I don't mind Amazon because I got Amazon.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't mind that.
But Peacock,
but Apple TV or Peacock, I was like, no, I'm not watching it. And then like the playoff game, and it was like Miami and Kansas City. I go, nah, I'm not watching. I don't give a shit. You know what? I'll catch it. I'll look at it on Twitter.
I was like, the Dolphins are going to get killed anyway, so who cares?
That's what
And
anybody that thought that was going to be a close game was kind of crazy.
And people lost limbs and fingers.
Yeah. God, those ticket prices were plummeting like crazy. I looked at Liz, I go, you want to go up to Kansas City? I go, we can get in the game for like $8. Yeah. He's like, what? I go, yeah. I go, but it's going to be a little chilly.
You might lose a finger, but.
There's such a bitch out there with no shirts on and stuff. I'm like, he's turning purple. I go, he's got some problems on his hands.
Woo.
Woo. Yeah, that was a cold one.
We need to unite as sports watchers and boycott some stuff in numbers. Start a union.
I'm in. I joke around with that kind of shit as well. Like, especially when that had the playoff game, and I was like, it's on Peacock. Because I'm sitting here looking, I go, well, yeah, there's a bunch of shows that are on there that I want to watch, like Community and stuff like that. I was like, I do kind of want it. They were giving me like half off for a year, so it's gonna be like $4 a month. Not even. Like $3.50 a month. I'm like, maybe. But then you know what? I was like, yeah, that's what I was like. No, you know what? Yeah. Not today.
We've got Peacock right now because the Olympics. The missus wanted it for the Olympics, so she went ahead and got a subscription for Peacock so she can watch. She can watch anything and go back because like most of it's during the day while we're working and stuff, and so she'll get to go back and watch it. Whenever she has the chance to, like last night, she was walking around the house watching the women's gymnastics do their flips and twists and turns and stuff. So, have you watched any Olympics?
No, I'm on a ban. Ever since they did the open ceremonies or whatever, they were mocking like the Last Supper, and then that dude had his this drag dude had a mini skirt on with his cock and balls hanging out. I was out. I was like, no, I'm not doing it here.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it. Did you look it up?
No,
you didn't believe me. I was like, no, it's there. It's like,
I was like, no, I don't want to see some dude's dick.
And there's a kid next to him.
Okay.
I go, yeah. I was like, I don't know how they do things over there, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to. I just don't care.
But there's also part of that's like the athletes had nothing to do with that, right?
Yeah.
And these people have worked their whole life to get to this.
Well, we also have some mouthy ass athletes. And so
we've always had mouthy athletes.
I'm saying little bitchy ass.
You got to be a little cocky to be an athlete.
So I'm kind of like, nah, I don't want. No, not amongst them. They're just they're just mouthy. So yeah, no, I'm out too. Just kind of like I'm over it.
Okay.
Just like I just don't care what happens.
I've been watching other stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's other shit on. I mean, the Olympics are okay for like certain events, but like Lizzie will turn on. She likes watching it, and I was like, I walked by 1 second. There was women's like judo on or something. I was like, I bet this bitch could chunk this other one. Like, I mean, just. But no, I was like, nah, not happening. Turn back around. Even with like basketball, I don't give a shit about that. I don't know. Even like gymnastics, that one chick, she's kind of mouthy too. It's like people don't like you because you went to the last Olympics and decided you weren't feeling good and you just wanted to not do it. So I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you.
Chris said it actually wasn't a depiction of the Last Supper. It was something to do with Bacchus, an old Greek god, but it still wasn't okay.
Yeah, they try to spin it as old as an artist from fucking way back or whatever. That might be what you're saying right now. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, no, that's what they wanted to say after everybody fucking threw a fit and C-Spire pulled their what do they call it, advertising and shit like that. Yeah, no, it was come the fuck on, dude. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. No, yeah, and I was like, and so yeah, like I said, I was like, yeah, this guy's got his wiener out like 3 inches from this kid. Like, no, but France can fucking suck it.
I've never been big on the like opening and closing ceremonies. Like, I've been a big Olympics fan in the past and watched a ton of it, but
at a Comic-Con, that's awesome.
It was always at just the sports, right?
Yeah.
Keep it away from our children. Period. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, no, they don't. But that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, I'm out.
The French.
Out.
What are you gonna do?
They were almost taken care of.
Winter Olympics would never.
It's
too cold. One.
Turtled up.
Yeah. But yeah, just I don't know. What's up, Melton? I just haven't been that into
What's up, buddy?
The Olympics this year, and it has nothing to do with any of that. It was even before the opening ceremonies and that. I was just kind of like,
Yeah, I mean, last week that's what I said. You're like, you're going to watch? I go, no, I'm not going to watch it. And I told you if I didn't bring it up, Liz was going to miss the opening ceremonies. Yeah, we were watching like Honor-Osh or some shit. I was like...
Probably a better use of your time.
That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been watching is I'll fire up like 2 episodes of Community.
She looks like she's 12.
Jesus. Yeah, 2 things of Community.
Uh-huh.
They got this bitch from like out of a buffet at like a Golden Corral. She looks like, I got like one of these knockoff Harley Quinn cosplay suits and shit. And yeah, I can do it. I got a bunch of tattoos and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyhow. But yeah, so I watched like an episode or 2 of Community, get the giggle going, and then flip over to Entourage for like 2 or 3 episodes or something like that. I'm out an hour and a half. That's all I have to watch. 5 episodes, hour and a half, in and out. And Lizzie's been loving it too. I finally got her on board with Community, and then it's
a great show,
dude. She's loving
Entourage.
Entourage has been amazing. I
enjoyed it. I watched it from day one.
You were from on HBO live. You had to wait every Sunday to watch it.
Yep,
nice.
Yep. And watched it every week. It was part of the Sunday ritual, and watched it every Sunday, and was like, all right. That and like the last few years, Entourage was on. That show Hung was on with Thomas Jane.
Harvey Dent.
Was he Harvey Dent?
Isn't that the guy?
He was a Punisher. Was he also Harvey Dent?
And Batman, whatever.
No, that's not the same guy.
Not the same guy?
No, that's not the same guy. He was the Punisher in the first ones that kind of came out.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Cool.
Not bad.
I was sitting there thinking about that because I got a buddy of mine that he cannot wait for a week for another show to come out or whatever. So once they fully release it, then he'll sit down and just burn right through
Watch it all.
Yeah.
Then.
And so I was like, dude, it does kind of, I like it like that, where you're like, hey, 8 o'clock on Sunday, we're sitting down, we're going to watch a show, especially when like House of the Dragon was coming, or Game of Thrones, especially in like the middle, the heyday, right?
Oh, like, Battle of the Bastards.
Like, dude, I'm going to sit down on my ass and watch freaking Game of Thrones tonight.
Right.
And we've been doing it with House of the Dragon, but this past week I almost just said, fuck it, I can't do it anymore because it's been like a terrible season.
I watch it in the morning.
God.
Monday morning, that's the first thing I'll fire up.
At 1.5 speed?
No.
I'm telling you, because it sucks so fucking bad.
I'll tell you, I did get a kick out of when Homeboy's flying. He's like, They had that one guy get the dragon right, and he's flying all over the town, right? And you're like, for a minute, you're like, did he steal the dragon? And like he's taking the dragon back over there. You didn't know. And then so Homeboy goes and gets his dragon. He's chasing him, and he comes around the corner, and there's like 5 dragons there, and he's like, nah, let's go ahead and turn around.
Yeah, turn around, bro, turn around. They should have all just attacked immediately. That's what you should have done. Should have done that.
Well,
yeah,
but
she's
stupid. The only one who can actually fly a dragon, right? Everyone else just got a dragon.
Just hop on and let the dragon do the work.
You saw Homeboy couldn't do anything. He's barely holding on.
Yeah, that show this season has been incredibly stupid. I think a massive letdown. every episode, I'm just eventually just starting to look at my phone. Like I'm starting to look down.
I've been in,
and thank God the season finale's next because I can't take anymore. I'm ready. You know what? I'm already ready for. I'm about to take a month off, and then the Penguin arrives.
I'm looking forward to the Penguin,
and I don't give a shit. It can't. I'm gonna buy in and just be like, you know what?
You can't do that.
I can.
You cannot.
I did it with Deadpool.
No,
I did. I'm not even gonna bash it. So if we're not gonna spoil anything, but we're gonna have some general conversation. Luckily, the guys and gals, the folks over at Pastime Comics.
I have not watched Hard Knocks.
I haven't watched that. Not a second. Lizzie has. You can ask her if you want. Pastime Comics. They went ahead and
they do movie nights every once in a while for big movies that come out. And they did one for, they were obviously going to do one for Wolverine and Deadpool.
That's what Melton's having.
Nice.
Yeah, a little platinum.
Nice.
But so they rented out Look. It's over there in Colleyville or whatever.
Off of 26.
And we're like, hey, come on out. And so it's awesome. You can sit there, you have a drink, have some food or whatever, and relax, watch the movie. And, went out there. I was like, I'm not going to get all annoyed. I'm going to sit there and just chill. I was like, it's the third one.
But you don't know how to do that.
How good can the third one possibly be? And it starts off like stupid. I was out. I was doing the dance and shit. I know they always do something stupid.
I loved it.
But Lizzie loved it too. She's like sitting there, all excited. And I was like, all right, this isn't going to deter me. But so anyways, I just sat there, knocked back about 5 Millers, maybe more. I don't know. But there was several serious, like, laugh out loud moments where I was like, Jesus Christ, or they had great cameos, it was.
They did, but I also expected more cameos with it. I really did expect to see some more.
They went to like one movie.
And,
you know what I mean? They went to that movie and it was like, okay.
But it was also like, it's not really spoiling anything, but it's kind of like a homage type thing to the whole Fox universe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now that's part of the Marvel universe, but
yeah.
I expected a few more cameos. There was a couple things I was kind of hoping to see, but all in all, I thought it was great. Like, I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah. By the time it was over, I was just laughing my ass. I had a big smile on my face, and I was just like, "This shit was crazy." Like,
and I looked over at you. I was like, "Can't wait to hear you bash this on Wednesday."
I was going to too. I was like, "Yeah, fuck it. I'll put up. I can do it. I can. Bash
I know
this."
you can.
But no, I got in the car. I was like, "What'd you think?" She was like, "I loved it." I go, "I liked it too." I was like, "It's the third one." You're like, it can't. The second wasn't terrible. The only thing that I really didn't like about the second one was the flame hands guy or whatever. You know what I mean? What's his name? Fire Fist.
The kid.
Russell.
Yeah,
Russell was the only whip of the second one. Everything else I thought was fine.
Yeah, Peter.
You got introduced to Peter, and Peter, he's here.
Plays a big role.
And I loved the comment that was like, every timeline has a Peter. I go, oh my God, okay. That made my freaking day, dude. I was like, that's so awesome. So I did enjoy it. I was like, okay, cool. And I was going to pull up some reviews or something like that, so I got distracted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But all in all, a great movie. Really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. I'm waiting for Rumley to get it added to the Plex so I can just sit in the comfort of my own home and just watch it.
Yeah. IMDb has it at 8.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 79%. 56% on Metacritic, but they only like a certain type of movie, I think. 96% of Google users liked it. And, budget was $200 million. I think they crushed it. Yeah, they blasted past the 500 million global box yesterday.
It was huge.
Yesterday.
It was huge.
And
I think it was the highest R-rated opening of all time or something like that.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. So for a rated R movie, this is like unheard of. But then again, it's like it works, right? It was so. It was a lot of action, a lot of violence.
Oh yeah,
I mean it was.
That's what you're getting with Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
But then you get Wolverine, and to me, some of the best parts were the Deadpool and Wolverine fight scenes where they're fighting each other. I absolutely love those. I thought those were great.
Dude, the van! Oh my God, It was so fucking funny because it just escalates
you got two
so
guys
quickly
with healing factors just going to town on each other. So,
well, he always gets in a fight in a moving vehicle. That's seems to be the thing in his first 3 films, obviously.
Right.
And it's always a hilarious scene because it's so confined.
Yeah.
But it's just everything's in play, man. It's it's so great.
You got a few nods with the music to some Hugh Jackman movies in there, and
a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of bits, a lot of cameos and things like that. Like I said, I had a blast, and again, appreciate Chris and the guys and gals over at Pastime for putting it on because, I wasn't excited when we went out there for Thor. I was like, okay, let's see what happens. And I was like, that was the worst goddamn thing I've ever seen.
I've seen way worse.
And I was like, oh God. But I just had lowered expectations going into Deadpool because, like I said, it's the third one. But it's like, dude, they're going out with a bang or something. Like this one has to be great, you know?
Oh yeah.
And it was. I thought it was better than the second one, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it definitely was.
But had a blast. Loved it. Go see it if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, it's rated R. A lot of whatever. Don't take your goddamn kids in there.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I mean, even Liz, who doesn't watch any of the superhero movies or anything like that, like she was like, dude, that was freaking awesome. She loved it. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to watch the other ones to watch that either. Like,
yeah, you don't need a precursor or any of that kind of stuff. Like it doesn't. You don't have to. But I think if you haven't watched the first one, I don't know why you haven't. Yeah,
I mean, watch all three of them. They're all funny.
Yeah,
they're not your traditional superhero movies.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
There we go. All right,
enjoyed it a lot. So football starts tomorrow.
You excited about that?
No,
not at all.
No, like Caleb Williams isn't even playing.
Well, I always like the Hall of Fame game though. I like the pageantry and whatnot, and the ceremony itself. And not to mention, I've been waiting for just football to come back. And usually after the Hall of Fame game, you got to wait like 2 weeks before you get the next one. But they start preseason next week, the official, I guess, kickoff, if you want to call it that.
Right.
But yeah, no, I was like sitting there checking out like the odds and the betting and whatnot.
You got the Texans -1, the Bears +1,
mm-hmm.
money lines -125 for the Texans, +105 for the Bears, or the other way. Yeah, no. Mm-hmm. And then your over-unders at 31.5.
What channel is the game on? It should be on ABC.
Yeah, that's typically what it's on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But it'll be nationally televised, so it's NBC or ABC. But yeah, I tend to bet on these games on the but.
Well, I know you always bet on the Ravens to win.
It's a coin flip though with this because you have no idea, right? I think the over under you might get yourself like a little stinker here where it's 13-10 or 13-7.
ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus.
There we go, nice. But yeah, I'll generally this way. Yeah, no, the only betting, like I mentioned it in the video on Patreon, patreon.com/Strikeout Beer. I was like, yeah, I always bet Baltimore. Like that's been the sure bet for like 5 years now.
They've lost once in the last 5 years.
Yeah, and it was the last preseason game of last year. You know what I mean? I think. But yeah, dude, I'm like, no, just give me Baltimore. They want to win. I want them to win. I'll pick up the little pocket change along the way. It's no big deal.
It's just like betting against the White Sox right now.
I tell you, every single day I plug in a bet for them.
Take that check to the bank.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yeah, they don't want to win. They're like, oh, we're done.
Yeah, we're good.
It's like, okay, cool.
We're good.
But yeah, football's back. Like I said, it wets your whistle a little bit. It gets you going. All of a sudden, you're going to start doing a bunch of mock drafts on Friday. You're going to be doing, start looking at the roster, looking at your rankings, figuring out your draft board. What are you going to do? And it does. It kicks everything off.
Old school, you and the missus in the league again this year? Let me know. I'm getting ready to fire the league back up, so I just need to, if you guys are still in, I'll just keep you in there and I won't kick you out.
So the league Alan's talking about is our Super Flex Strikeout Beer League.
Super high scoring.
It's bonkers, yeah. So it's Super Flex, super high scoring. It's like 300 points a game. And you still might lose.
Right?
But if you want to be in it, priority goes to our Patreon subscribers. But there'll be some money put up. I think like I said, I put up $100 last year. So I just got to keep it, just kept it in the pocket, didn't take it out. And then, but we'll figure out what we're going to do. But let's just get everybody in there. It can be, I don't think we can go higher than, what did we have last year? Was it 10 or 12 teams? Do you remember?
I don't remember, 10 or 12.
I don't want to go above 12 just because of the super flex. Everybody's got to have two quarterbacks. Because we had Henson in there bitching, that, he goes, I can't get a quarter. I think we had 12. And he was like, I can't get a quarterback. I'm just not, I'm done with this league. Like, you're going to quit mid-season like that?
Okay.
That's it.
What you should have done was pick up Joe Flacco and you would have been good.
Like, that dude was balling. He was a high scorer for like 2 weeks. He's just dropping. Was it Amari Cooper out there? Just having the time of his damn life?
I'm pretty sure he finished he was like top 15 in the league for quarterbacks. And he played like 5 games, if that. Like, he was just balling out. But yeah, so we'll get that going. Again, priority goes to Patreon subscribers, then Twitch subscribers, and then, people that regularly watch the show after that, right? The people that are in here on a weekly basis. But we're going to get that fired up, get that going. We'll get the draft going. I'm in. I'll check with her. All right, cool. Yeah, just let me know, old school. Shoot us over a message and just let us know if the missus is in. Like I said, I'm going to get that fired up here in the next couple days. I've already gotten alerts about getting the league going again. So we'll get that going. We'll pick a draft day. It will be on a Wednesday after the show. So it'll be a late night Wednesday type thing when we'll do the draft.
I figured we were going to do it on during the live stream for SB Fantasy.
I mean, we can, but we just always do it after the show.
Yeah, late night.
Yeah, a little late night action for you. So old school's in. He's going to check with the missus.
Cool. So it's always a lot of fun. Like I said, we want people who are going to be active. We don't want people who are going to be, not quitting. That's why we put up a little bit of dough, just kind of keep people interested and whatnot. But yeah, we'll be recapping
What's up, Combs?
And whatnot, chilling. But we're going to keep everybody posted on it, and I'm just looking forward to another good season.
I just have a lot of fun with fantasy football.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I enjoy. We do it every year. I've been doing it since 99. 99. 99, I've been doing fantasy football.
I didn't know how long I've been playing. Like, whenever we created games, that was my first time.
Yeah. Now, I had done fantasy hockey before then.
Really?
Yeah. I actually, in high school, I ran a fantasy hockey league where I had to pull the stats out of the paper every day.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds exhausting.
It was a lot of work, but I was in high school, so I didn't have anything else better to do.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm trying to find my, it usually says it gives you, like, how long you've been in the league type thing and how long you've been yanking out hardware. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't see it.
You got to click on one of your leagues.
And it'll
then
tell me.
Click on you. You should be able to view your little profile.
Since 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, 2015. I'm in a diamond league. Yeah, I'm in diamond.
Knocking at the door?
No, that's the other door over there.
Oh.
I just walked out there and Liz's like, the kids are coming over. I go, okay. And usually it's a coin flip because she didn't tell me which one it is. And then, like, one of them doesn't show up and the other one does. So I was like, it's probably a coin flip. Just like they were supposed to come over yesterday, I think. And then I get home. I was like, where are they at? He goes, yeah, they didn't come over. I was like, okay, that sucks. Sorry, babe. She's like, oh, it's all right. It is what it is. Whatnot.
Right.
So
you're like, well, I'm here. She's like, don't remind me.
They were just here, like, on Saturday. It's like Saturday I was, like, going to chill, hang out by the pool and all that kind of stuff. And then, like, they were like, yeah, we're coming over. They end up coming over and go swimming. So it's like we were all just out back and we ended up at, like, Pluckers. They have a 2-beer maximum at Pluckers?
What do you mean by 2-beer maximum?
You can only have 2 beers.
The whole time you're there?
Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure I broke that rule about 5 or 6 times.
That doesn't make sense.
I went to the bar, got me a tall one. It's like one of the ones like we have that says Strikeout Beer on it. And then about halfway through it, we're like, oh, your table's ready. I'm like, okay, cool. So we go over there, and I'm sitting there, and she's like, what can I get y'all to drink? Blah, blah, blah. She goes around and skips me. I go, no, you can get me another one. And she goes, oh, okay, well, just to let you know, you can only have 2. I go, that's fine. Just bring the damn beer. I don't give a shit. Like, whatever. I'll make it last. And but I was like, I don't think this is true. I think she was kind of a new girl and she was kind of an idiot because she fucked up several things along the way. And then, like, even like she goes, okay, you guys saving room for dessert, whatever. I go, Lizzie, you want dessert? She goes, yeah, I want a fried, whatever, Twinkie or some shit, whatever they got out there. Then we're sitting there for, like, I swear to God, 10 or 15 minutes. Nothing shows up. And she comes over and goes, hi, anything else get you? She's like, yeah, I never got the damn dessert. Or whatever. She goes, oh, you know what? I was like, yeah, just get this fucking check at this point. Check's fine. I was like, we're done here.
Can I interest you in my?
No, nothing you got. I want.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. I was gonna give you some information
about what? Nothing. Nothing.
About my fantasy football team in the year 2001.
I really don't care, but I guess I'm slightly intrigued to see who was around then.
My team was the Lurking Zebras that year. Quarterback, I got 3 quarterbacks on the roster.
Damn, that's a lot.
Well, apparently we started 2. I started Donovan McNabb and Brian Greasy.
Nice.
With Steve McNair on the bench.
I hate the Houston Astros.
Wide receivers, I started 3. Randy Moss, Eric Moulds, and Tim Brown.
Okay.
Running backs, Deuce Staley and Corey Dillon. Tight end, Tony Gonzalez.
Oh, yes. Hall of Famer, Tony Gonzalez.
My bench was J.R. Redmond, Corin Robinson, David Terrell, Michael Bennett, Jay Remazira, and kicker Mike Vanderjack.
Oh, yes.
I did also have Jason Elam on my bench, and then I've got 3 defenses.
God,
we started 2, and I had Baltimore and Detroit with the Chargers.
Where do you go to find that shit?
So click on your name right there.
Yeah, it's going to all the other Bears.
Like on your actual name, Brandon.
Oh, there it goes. It wasn't. I was like, it wouldn't show it.
And then you can see your profile, and then you can go and click on your history and see all that. But yeah, I finished in 3rd place in that league.
There you go.
So, dragging down the bronze that year.
I got some hardware in here. It definitely took me a little while because I didn't play anything. Remember, the first 5 years of Gangsta. That's the only league I was in. I was only in one league. You know what I mean? And then finally, I was like, let me play that. Then I played the work league, and then obviously started getting into other stuff like that. So I was like, but now I'm probably in. Let's see, I'm probably in 3 or 4 leagues.
I'm in
That's
7, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
2003, I drug home a little championship.
Nice.
With Football is Fun was my team name.
Okay.
Rolling with starting lineup, Donovan McNabb. Receivers were Torrey Holt, Donald Driver, and Eric Moulds. Running back, Sean Alexander and Brian Westbrook. Tight end, we've met this man. We've gotten his autograph.
Oh.
Mr. Todd Heap.
Oh, nice.
The bench, Ike Hilliard, Rudy Johnson, Eddie George, Algie Crumpler, Joey Harrington, kicker John Casey. I have 4 defenses on my roster.
What is wrong
Titans,
with you?
The Vikings, the Bills, and the Chargers.
I think it could be, maybe we need to do a show and go back and look at all of our, whatever. Mine obviously isn't as old or whatever, but yeah, it's like sitting there looking at like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. If someone you're with isn't drinking, can you use their beer quota? What the hell are you talking about, Combsy?
If you're at, where were you at?
Oh, yeah, Pluckers. Yeah.
So, if you and Lizzie go, can you have 4 beers? She can only have, and she'll have none. No. Well, you can order 4. I don't love defense. That's what's crazy.
It sounds like they would slide them on. Yeah, if you listen to anything right now, all he talks about how much he hates defenses. But the son of a bitch has been stacking defenses for 10 years. 20 years.
20 years ago.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I followed up 2004 with another championship in 2005 with the Rusty Trombones.
Funny.
Just dragging. This was a league that I was in with the Knob for years.
I was trying to think if it was that year that you got caught cheating. But now that's way before us. What else you got over there?
What do we got here? We just a little dip of Wolverine. The Sands is buying up property.
So the owner, it's the same group, if I'm not mistaken, who just bought
the Mavs.
That bought the Mavs. So they have a majority stake in the Mavs. The owner of that, which is part of the Sands group, it's by Old Texas Stadium.
Yeah.
Off 114, where 114 and 183 come together, or is it a little bit further north of that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of where it is.
Yeah.
But so Las Vegas Sands has acquired nearly 260 acres surrounding Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas. I'm like, dude, that's, I guess, where the Mavs, I wouldn't be surprised if that's where the Mavs, their next stadium's built, and that's where they're playing out of.
Oh, they're definitely going to be right there by
because they're going to have this casino there,
right? It's going there's going to be there's going to be an arena there in the casino.
Has to, right?
Yeah,
almost like T-Mobile Arena, which is right behind. Is it Mandalay Bay or is it New York? It's one of the two, but it's right there, close to property. But you sit there and look at, they have to get. There's already been kind of some legislation that's been being brought to where we can legalize gambling, and I'm pretty sure that vote has to go to the people.
It does. No, it does.
Because you're ratifying or you're you're doing something.
The state constitution. Yeah. It's a amendment to the state constitution.
Amendment's the word I was looking for.
So, it does have to be voted on by the people. They were talking about this on the Musers the other day. Because they were talking, and they were asking George, hey, what would you vote? He's like, honestly, I don't know what I would vote right now, because he's he's part of it is like, they're just going to go to Oklahoma, but also it's like, well, you just make it easier for the people that are here, and he's seen gambling ruin people's lives. So,
and we've talked about it several times. I'm kind of on the same side where it's like that's like one of the biggest epidemics right now for young men getting in crazy debt because one, you can use your credit card to buy shit online. Mm-hmm. Now you can't really do that in a casino because you got to use cash. Now you can go and pull advances out on your credit card, but there's limits to all that shit too. So you can't go in there, swipe your card, and put $10,000 in your Bovada account. You know what I'm saying? But I've always been. I'm one of the guys that goes to Oklahoma, right? I go to both casinos. Hell, I used to go all the time. And so I was like, yeah, dude, the jobs, the money, tax the shit out of it, type thing. Like, why am I giving my money to Oklahoma?
Right.
The shit should be here in Texas. And yeah, no, you're going to see it. Some people can't control themselves. That's the reason we have all the fucking laws we have where people can't just act right and do shit that, they don't build these places on paying out.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
So
casinos aren't non-profit. Okay?
Majority of the people should realize and take it as this is for entertainment. Yeah, I could probably win, but instead of going out to dinner or going to a fucking movie or doing something, going to Dave and Buster's spending $400, I'm gonna go spend $400 at a casino, and maybe I can win something. Maybe I'll get lucky. Yeah, if not, I still had fun.
Exactly. That's what you look like. Because like when I go gambling, I take the money and I expect to lose it. Right. Mm-hmm. Now I usually do pretty good, but. I'm not expecting to come back with that money. It's just money that, let it go. Yeah. Stats say different. You name 2 season rosters and 7 defenses, and also 2 championships in those 2 seasons. So
with the gambling thing, I'm on board with it being here because, like I said, I'm tired of it going out of state. And once it's in the state, then we can, we'll have a mobile app and shit like that where it's, I don't have to go to the goddamn casino to do it.
Right.
Because I'm more just about the sports betting aspect of it. That's what I want. I want a sports book.
Yeah.
And that's just, that's my thing. Now, yeah, I like going to casinos. I like playing craps, and I'll hang out with Lizzie. We'll play slots and shit like that.
I love hanging out at a roulette table.
Yeah, I mean, I like making my way around a casino. But like the ones, I don't like the ones like the river boats and shit like that because they're real small, like Shreveport and shit. It's kind of depressing, even like being at the one we just went to in Indiana. It was like small as shit, and it's just, we had fun. But we ended up leaving about halfway and going to a fucking bar and then coming back, But that's. I think I'm split as well. I don't know. I'm like, well, fuck. Do I want it? I've been wanting it for so damn long, and if it comes up, but now I'm like kind of been transitioning to. I hate to see this kind of shit happen, and plus, fucking bums are going to be down there. Thank God it's not anywhere near downtown. I will say that, but.
Might draw the bums away from downtown.
Which I'm in on that. But something like that with that group, it's going to be an amazing resort. That's the thing too. It's going to be a destination. It's going to be a resort, and you'll. I don't know if they'll slap a damn golf course out there, but they're going to have a spa, badass restaurants.
We're definitely going to have a fancy football draft there.
Yeah, I have to, right?
Yeah,
and so I'd love to see it. I just wish I just wish people could act right. And I don't know. That's just one thing. Like, everybody there's always people that just go too fucking far with everything, and then it becomes a problem for the rest of us.
Right. So, but yeah, it's happening. It's going to happen. And especially like if they're building that stuff there, right? They bought the land. They're going to start. That's because they have the politicians in their pocket. Yeah. They're making it happen, right? So and the people are going to vote for it. The amount of jobs it's going to create. Tons. The amount of work, like just, leading up to it, all the construction work that it's going to bring and the construction jobs it's going to bring. And then all the jobs inside the amount of jobs inside a casino is insane. Yeah. Right.
And it's in a good area. It's like a decent area where it's going to be flooded. You know what I mean? There's not going to be a slow fucking night out there.
No.
And so I'm with you. Like on the jobs and things like that. It's like, it'd be good. And it's something different. It's going to be awesome. It's going to look fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
The Sands, so obviously the original Sands or whatever shut down in Las Vegas, but SLS is, I believe, it's north of the Strip. It's past like the Wynn and Encore. That's technically, I think, called the Sands now. Okay. I haven't been there because it's just too fucking out of the way. And but
we're walking down the Strip and we can't make it down that far. You're there for a day.
The pictures and shit, though.
I'm sure.
Fucking bring it. I mean, bring that here. Give that Vegas vibe. And I'm like, well, then that's one less time that I probably need to go to Vegas. You know what I mean? Like, no, we'll go out there for a day or two, you know?
Yeah.
Check it out.
For sure. You were talking about bums. So the other day I was at a 7-Eleven, and like the 7-Eleven is in shares a parking lot with a Kroger type thing, right? Where the 7-Eleven's in the front, the Kroger's in the back.
Yeah, party up front.
And I'm there, and I'm sitting there, and there's this guy sitting in his car, and he's like, "Hey, man, I hate to bother you."
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, "Okay, this guy's going to be asking me for money, right?" And he goes, "Hey, I'm trying to pick up my insulin from Kroger. I just don't have enough money for it, you know, and I just need to get my insulin, my metformin." I'm like, "Okay, well, first of all, you're lying there because metformin's not insulin. Metformin's a pill versus insulin's something different, but whatever." And he's like, "I just don't have enough money to get it. I really need it for my diabetes, blah, blah." I was like, "All right, man." I was like, "I have $1." I go, "I know it's not going to pay for it, but it will go towards it." He goes, "Nah, I'm good," and laughs at me. And I'm like, "All right." Like,
they don't care now. There's one of the guys from the ticket that was sitting there like he's going to give us dude $1 or $5 or whatever. He goes, "Oh man, let me get that 20," and pulls the 20 out of his fucking wallet. I go, "You didn't grab his arm and just drive off?"
Yeah.
I would have took that motherfucker for a ride.
That's legit all I had because I don't carry cash on me.
Yeah,
like I don't. I'll have cash on me like on like Saturdays because I'll be out driving around and I need cash for garage sales, right? Mm-hmm. But the rest of the week I just don't carry cash on me. I keep the cash in the house. How far are you guys from Dallas? Not far.
I'm 25 minutes. Yeah. That's in rush hour traffic.
Yeah, I'm a little bit further. I'm closer to Fort Worth, but I'm still 30, 40 minutes. Not much further.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's all freeway. So
everything around is freeway.
I was just like, "All right, buddy, you need money for your insulin, which is metformin, which isn't insulin, but whatever." And I got $1 for you. No. Just laughs at me. Like,
ain't enough, man. That ain't gonna get it done.
All right, man.
Inflation got them too. They're like, "No, man, I ain't something up."
I produce a show on BetQL. The hosts are Dallas radio personalities. Oh yeah, who are they?
What's the show?
Who are these Dallas radio personalities you speak of?
Well, it's got to be something from the probably 105.3. If it's off of that BetQL.
Yeah.
BetQL is a cool app. I remember Boner had I think he bought like the subscription to it one time. And so me and him we were doing like back and forth, talking about like, because we were like, "Oh man, who we betting on today?" You know, type shit. And it's like, so it was all right.
It's all right.
It's a statistical based thing. Obviously, you know, that shit only goes so far, right?
It's all computer programs now.
Yeah, but they're going off of that, right? They're going.
Haven't heard of those guys.
Eric
Chiafolo and Zach Wolchuk.
Look at him.
That's pretty cool, though.
Did I spell it right?
Yeah. And then the next day I ran into another
105.3 weekdays 2 to 7.
Okay. There we go.
This is the Allen version. It says "Living the Dream."
It's on Sundays 3 to 7.
Oh, this thing says weekdays 2 to 5. That's Zach Wolchuk, though.
Yeah,
that might be a different show.
But he does a show on BetQL, not the 105.3.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
nice.
But I ran into a homeless guy the next day at a 7-Eleven, and he was like, "Hey man, I'm trying to get a bag of chips." I was like, "I got $1."
I got $1, man.
And he goes, "I'll take it."
Yeah.
And he walked in and came out. He didn't have chips. He had cookies.
Oh, there you go. Change his mind.
Yeah.
I like it, though.
I don't think he had enough for a bag of chips, but he had enough for, like 3 7-Eleven cookies for like $1.
It's funny. Like, I got $1. This other asshole didn't want it. That's what you should have said. Some other diabetic asshole didn't want it. It wasn't enough to get, whatever. Yeah, I know what Bet Nation is.
Okay.
I think that shit, I think Bet Nation is like on my new DirecTV plan.
Oh, yeah?
Like it's some like Sportsnet, Bet Nation, fucking whatever it is. But it's not great. I mean, it's okay. It's kind of like,
no disrespect.
It's the way it looks. You know what I mean? Because you're used to these massive
the presentation.
Yeah,
right.
You're used to all this shit. And, you get this, I don't know. It's interesting, though. But no, I've heard of Bet Nation before. Yeah.
There we go.
I think and I've seen it come across on if I'm not mistaken, like iTunes as well, or some shit. I've seen it somewhere where it pops up. I can see the logo. Okay. Cool, man. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Cool.
This guy's always out there.
He's just making things happen. Making things happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
You got to love it.
Are we done here?
I don't know, man. Oh, you got a hypothetical. It's all good. I only produce the audio.
The audio's fine.
Audio's great, man.
You know, some of these assholes, they go in and they don't have a mic and shit like that. So it's like, oh, God, damn it, here we go.
Yeah.
You know, I don't remember the hypothetical.
I've got it written down.
Oh, you wrote it down?
Yeah,
I wrote it. I copied it over. All right. All right. Let's go. Hypothetical.
All right, the hypothetical. You get 1 month to bowl a perfect game.
Okay.
And you get $100 million.
Okay.
Or I just give you $1 million.
Give me the million. Give me the million. I don't care how much you could say $1 billion. Maybe $1 billion. Maybe I'll try for the perfect game. But there's no
for $100 million?
$100 million, no.
That's a lot.
You don't get the million either. Like it's either one or the other.
I understand that.
Yeah. No. I can't bowl a perfect game. I don't think I can. Even if I went and got a coach and he just take the whole month off. And that's what you're doing for 10 hours a day. You're working on spin and, working on this and that or your aim and shit. Nah, there's no fucking way. I can't bowl a perfect game. There's no way. Especially with the pressure on. Imagine that I get 8 fucking strikes. I'd be melting down by the 9th.
Yeah, I know.
Complete meltdown by the 10th. Yeah, but so I can't do it.
I want to go for it. I'm going for it. Why not?
If you want to go for it, you should take the $1 million they give you, put it on the Lions to win the Super Bowl. Bam. You got yourself a couple $1 million that way.
Yeah, I don't have $100 million though.
No, but you got to do it again next year though.
The problem is they're on to us now. I'm a gambler. I'm going to bowl my ass off, right?
Dude, I can't. I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, I just can't do it. Like I physically can't. Just no way. I cannot bowl. I can't get more than. I've had a turkey a handful of times, but I can't go any more than higher than that.
I've never bowled higher than a 118. Okay.
Damn. And you're willing to take the bet? I'd take the $1 million if I were you.
I used to have a 220 average, so
yeah, for me,
I was a big bowler in middle school. I got a trophy at home from middle school. We won a tournament. The only 300 Alan will see is on the scale. Jeez. Busby disappears for a fucking hour.
I love it.
Shows up.
He's just been waiting, man. He's been waiting to pounce. He's just sitting like this. Fucking, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. High speed, motherfucker.
God.
That was awesome. I mean, he's not wrong. Who's looking like the favorites in baseball, and who do you think will be in it at the end? I can tell you who will be in it in the end, I think.
Okay,
I think we can get pretty close to that.
Tell me.
Because Alan does a weekly or daily baseball show.
I like baseball.
Yeah. It's an SB.
I like
Baltimore.
I do like Baltimore.
I don't like Philly. Give me Baltimore, Philly.
I like Philly
in the World Series.
The Dodgers just added Jack Flaherty to their rotation, which is nice. And the Dodgers just got Kershaw back too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Kershaw's pitching tonight. I think I saw. But I think I like Baltimore out of the AL, and then I'm going Philly or the Dodgers.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and give you what the current. We'll do wild card real quick, okay?
Wild card, bitches.
All right. So AL leaders, you got the Guardians, the Orioles, and the Mariners. And then you have the wild card, New York Yankees, the Twins, and Royals, right? Sox are a couple games back, Astros a couple games or 4 games back, yada, yada, yada. It goes on. So I would, looking at this, I think it's going to be Houston or Seattle that wins the West, AL West. So whoever slides in there. But I think
the other one gets a wild card.
As the Astros do get hot in the postseason, I think that the AL between the Yankees and the Orioles, they're fucking just tough as nails this year.
They are, and the Orioles have not the Orioles, but the Yankees have a ton of offense, and they just added Jazz. I love their deal for adding Jazz Chisholm to that lineup because that guy was making things happen there in Miami. Now you're going to bat him in front of. He's going to be batting in front of Soto, Judge, Stanton. You got a guy who's going to get on base for you a ton, right?
Yep.
It's
so crazy.
I did really like that addition by the Yankees, but I just think Baltimore. Jackson Holiday just came up and he had a grand slam today, right? Has the kid figured it out now? He came up and he couldn't even touch the ball.
Sometimes it's tough.
He was 0 for a century with several foul tips.
When you get the call and you're a kid and it's tough, but now we'll see, right?
Right.
Obviously, great coming back. But yeah, I'm with you. I really do think it's going to come down to the Orioles or Yankees, and I think the Orioles should be able to take care of it this year. But
I think
not,
last year was an awakening for for the Orioles, right?
Mm-hmm.
They face the Rangers. They get swept out by the Rangers when everyone was expecting them to do everything last year, and they don't. And then the comeback this year, I expect to see them to take that next step forward for sure.
All right, for NL though, here you go. We got the Phillies, the East, Dodgers out of the West, and Brewers in the Central. Right now, the NL wild card is the Atlanta Braves, Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Padres. And the funny thing is, like, they're like, this is a little bit more clustered because the Braves are only one game.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting the Braves to kind of fall out of it. They're just too many injuries.
Think they're going to slip?
They just so many. They keep having more and more injuries.
Yeah.
So
and when what's his name? I can't think of his name, but when he went down, it was like, Jesus Christ, season's over. Who's their number one guy?
Spencer Strider?
No. Plays in the field. Plays everywhere.
Ozuna.
No.
Acuna. Ronald Acuna.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it, I can't think of his name because he's been hurt for so damn. Now he's been, I think. But anyway, so Braves, like I said, they're only one game out of the division. Then you have the Diamondbacks, which was kind of surprising, and then San Diego Padres.
They were in the World Series last year, so
yeah. Well, they started real rough this year,
right?
But they've righted the ship.
The Padres are a team that's been hot as of late, been playing some great ball lately. Another team that I think could figure some things out, and they have the pitching to do it and be dangerous, is the Pirates.
Yeah, and we were just watching their imploding right now against Houston. Now, I did want to mention this, that, like I said, this is a cluster. Like the NL is a cluster. And then you have the Mets that are only a half game out of it. Cardinals are a game and a half.
Lately.
Pittsburgh's 2 games. So I think, with the NL, there's a more of a cluster as far as who's getting in, who's going to be a wild card, who's going to be winning their division. But I got to go Phillies here. I think the Dodgers. Yeah, they've got talent. They paid for it. They paid for their division. They've paid for their conference. But I think this year the little extra nod, it might be the Dodgers and Phillies in the AL or the NLCS, which would be a phenomenal,
which would be a great series.
A phenomenal.
I would love to see that series for sure.
And I let me give me the Phillies. I want the Dirtbags to get in there. You know what I mean? It'd be fun. But they are essentially the same team on paper. I mean, you're looking at it, it just, yeah.
I just like what the Dodgers have and what they put together. Offensively, when they're going, it's insane, right? Even without Mookie Betts, right? You take Mookie Betts out of that lineup, and they're still just crushing it. So
what we got here? You could beat me if you let me bowl an extra 10 frames. Yeah, you're like the guy from Kingpin. Well, I tell you, we do everything regular folks do, plus 20% or whatever the hell it is. So he bowls like 12 frames and shit.
Jebediah or something like that.
Colonel's got away with murder at the deadline, and I hate it. Kenny Powers is looking sharp as hell. I like Kenny Powers. I like having him down here. That guy's he's my new guy. I'm probably going to get a jersey with his name on it. He'll be around for a little bit. Who's got the best pitching, Alan? There's the sigh.
I just really like the Pirates pitching staff. I really do. Skeens has been great since he's come up, right? The Dodgers have a nice pitching staff too. They've kind of slacked a little bit here as of late, but I think adding Jack Flaherty to that pitching rotation is nice. The Yankees have got some good young guys, but have also kind of struggled here as of late too, right? Going into the All-Star break and coming out of the All-Star break, the Yankees have been struggling, having a lot of problems. I really like the Pirates pitching staff. It's their starters, right? I think they've got a really good starting rotation there.
I went ahead and just pulled up pitching, as far as ESPN, player ratings or whatever. They've got Scaball as number 1, Sale number 2, Lugo 3, Burns 4, Zach Wheeler 5. Now you can do that was just pitching, but you do best rotation. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of things that you can click on and check out in here, but yeah, I mean it's interesting to poke around. Baseball's not the stats, dude. Like it's the stats on stats. They count everything,
right?
But yeah, I think
I think the Phillies were in it until as far as better pitching staffs until they just had a ton of issues here as of late with Ranger Suarez has kind of fallen off.
Yeah. Like off a cliff.
Just completely disappeared. And this was a guy that at one point in time you're looking at him was like, is he ever going to lose? I don't know.
Yep. So, we got the best pitchers. Arg.
My computer's froze, so.
Dylan.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And baseball's been fun. I mean, obviously, Alan, he does the roundup every morning or the recap on SB Baseball. And so you can catch a little refresher. It's audio only. It's wherever you listen to your podcast. About 3 to 5 minutes, really, every morning. Get you a rundown of what happened the previous day. But, yeah, I mean, you've been all over it this year. Like, I've been watching more Ranger games. I got my brother's login. and so I was like, man, you got it. I was like, went over there, and I was like, I want to watch the Ranger game, man. You got it? And he goes, yeah, I got balance. I go, okay. I go, hey, do me a favor. I like slid my phone across. I go, log in.
Why don't you log in right there for me there, Chief?
And it didn't work on the Bally's app, so I got his TV provider or whatever. So when I'm in the living room, I just beam it to the TV.
There you go.
And I was like, okay, I get to watch some more Ranger games. Like I said, it's just, instead of going to like a questionable site or something just to watch it, it's like, I don't want to deal with all that shit. I just want to, I just want to watch the goddamn game.
You just want to watch your team play. Yeah. Is that so wrong?
I don't think I've watched. Like, I watch the big inning or whatever if it's like on a random day we're out by the pool or whatever. Right. Obviously, we watch the big inning here during the stream and whatnot. But, yeah, just other than that, I try to watch the Rangers, and if it's not on, I'll watch something else, I guess.
I look for players that I want to watch when I'm watching games, right? I'm just trying to see who's – like, if Paul Skeens is pitching, I'm watching that. Like, it's must-see.
Royals could take the division. They won the last series versus Cleveland. Okay, got my homer comment out of the way. I don't see a problem with that comment.
The Royals are a good team.
Yeah, they're solid. They really are. They're one of those teams that can if they make a run, watch out. You know what I mean? They're 60. Listen, they're 60 and 49 right now. That's fine.
Yeah.
Right? That'll get it done. But just right now, everything is so stacked.
Yeah.
That's the problem they're running into. Is just everybody else is really good right now. Either they're really good or they're really bad. I'm not taking any shots at the White Sox. I'm just saying.
Well, they're really bad.
They are really fucking bad.
They're so bad.
40 games back. The run differential, negative 229.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
How many games under 500 are they? What's it up to now?
They're 27 and 84. So they're 17 and 40 at home, 10 and 44 away. They've lost 17 in a row.
Yeah.
17 in a row.
They've had 2 streaks of 10-plus losses.
That ball's not going anywhere they're supposed to be going. Colorado's falling apart. But, yeah, so there you go. There's your baseball talk of the day. Why are the Royals called the Royals? Is this a joke?
Look it up on your phone.
We got a dad joke coming in?
Oh, who said it? Busby. I don't expect a dad joke from him.
All right, you want to know?
Yeah.
All right, the Kansas City Royals baseball team got their name from 1969 to honor Missouri's livestock industry. The name was the winning entry in a fan contest with thousands of suggestions, including cowpokes and mules. Sanford Porte, whatever, of Overland Park, Kansas, won the contest with this suggestion, noting that the American Royal Parade and Pageantry best represented Kansas City.
So that was back when we could take voting seriously.
Oh, that would have been named Bodie McBoatface.
That's what I'm saying.
This is back when even back
then. It was your duty.
Yeah. Even back then, I don't know if they had asshole like kids. But every generation thinks the past generation a bunch of asshole kids, or the next generation a bunch of asshole kids.
But at a certain point in time, the generation they were good, right? And they thought that about the other one, and then we just started becoming more and more pricks, right? Like,
you know what happened? The internet. The internet created a bunch of fucking idiots, and now here we are, just surrounded by goddamn morons.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
a lot of morons.
And these morons are having kids too. You're welcome. We're here. We're here for the answer. You got tough questions. You need answers. You don't want to type something into Google? Fuck, I'll do it.
Old School said the American Royal still comes every year. They do a big barbecue comp along with it as well.
Nice.
There we go.
I like barbecue competitions.
Right?
I'm like a brisket guy. I do. I'm a chicken fella first and foremost, but I like a nice little sliced brisket with a little bit of sauce.
A little chopped beef.
Yeah, chopped beef if I'm putting it on a sandwich.
Like the brisket.
I'll take chopped beef or pulled pork.
That
if you jam it
brisket
in a
burger
potato.
that they had out there at Cowtown Brewing. The brisket burger was so damn good.
Yeah, jam that shit in a baked potato. It's called a day.
There you go.
Man, there was a place that was downtown. They had a deal every day, right? It's like $10. You go there and it's like a meat tater, but the fucking potatoes this goddamn big,
Right.
the size of football. You know what I mean? And then they're like, Jesus, and it had meat in it, and it wasn't just like a veggie one or whatever. Then you had like the fucking pulled pork sandwich one day, or the pig out platter was my favorite. It's on Fridays.
Pig out platter.
Yeah.
Let's
Tell
me.
You get 3 different pork products. You get the ribs,
Okay.
the pulled pork, and so I always got like jalapeno sausage or something like that. And then you get 2 sides with it,
Okay.
and a drink. It was like, and it was 10. They raised the price like 3 or 4 times over the years, but they raised it like 50 cents. It was like $10. They went to $10.49. Then it went to $11, and then went to $10.50 or $11.50.
And you're like, I'm still in.
Oh no,
I
I was like, I didn't complain about it once. I go, this is the deal. The fucking
here's 15. Just take it.
You had to get there, and because they run out. It wasn't like they had a ton of this shit where they just go throw it in a fryer. They're there the day before, and the day before, getting there early in the morning and shit. But yeah, it was like it was in the tunnels. I loved it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Sonny Bryan's. That's what it was.
Okay. Sonny Bryan's. Okay. Yeah,
All right.
Went there back in the day.
So we were having White Claw, 0% non-alcoholic premium seltzer, black cherry cranberry, 15 calories refreshment, and hydrating electrolytes. What do you think?
It's pretty damn good. It's got a good flavor, a good taste. It's got electrolytes, so it's got what plants crave.
There you go.
And it's good and good for you.
I would say, yeah, if you're looking for a drink, obviously with no alcohol, or you don't want to drink like a Coke or something like that, or you just want something with some flavor that's rather light, I think it's right in this alley. I also think it'd be a good mixer. I was going to bring a bottle of vodka in here, but decided not to. I don't know why, but I'm just saying.
It sounds like one of the worst ideas you've ever had to not bring it in here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Old School said they do a smoked pastrami loaded potato down at the local hole in the wall.
Nice. Yeah, we've got a ton of those kind of places.
Yeah.
You're walking in, it's just like you're looking around like, oh man, I can get shot at any time. But they got the best barbecue.
Busby said if you're looking for a drink to share with your boyfriend.
You're not wrong. This could be one of the it was a question. When I saw it last week, we're not drinking that shit. We had hop water last week though.
Yeah.
Hoppy water.
Yeah, hop water.
Yeah.
So like
I might go get some more of that. Like hop, because there's different brands over there. I was going to have like a little, maybe have like 5 or 6 of them and just try each one. A little around the table action, above the table, no under the table action.
Oh, I'm out then.
But
I'm all under the table.
This White Claw, this definitely screams under the table action. Dylan, you're a treat. We'll be actually on Mostly Football with Nate and Dylan here pretty soon. We did it a year ago. It's for a mock draft. And mock drafts are a lot of fun to do, especially when you get other participants, live bodies.
Right.
Because they're going to wild card your ass sometimes. You know what I mean? They'll just.
Curious what round Nate's going to take Cam Newton in.
Yeah. And
still hasn't paid on that bet.
But it's always fun, right? And it does.
Both of them.
It's better than, what'd you say?
He hasn't paid on either one of those bets. We had 2 bets.
Yeah, no, you're never going to see that guy.
Yeah.
He's ducking. He lives down the road. We ain't never going to see him in person. So, but yeah, no, looking forward to it. And like I said, it brings, you do learn quite a bit, especially doing mock drafts with live folks. I highly recommend it. I meant to do a draft this past week, because it's going to be called What's the Expert Say? And I'm just going to pick the next up, whatever the expert says to pick, type thing. And I'll probably start doing those more in August, just because it's fun, right? Football's back. It starts tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be sitting on my ass if I don't go to AEW and go. But I got to make sure that the lineup's appropriate for me to go. If not, I'm not fucking going. So, but be sitting on my ass, ready for some football.
I'm gonna do a few mock drafts here coming up, and I'm gonna tackle the different draft strategies like I did last year, right? Like you've got the
Zero RB,
Ooh. You've got the hero RB, and then there's one more.
There's several, but you got the main ones.
But those are like the 3 main ones. And a lot of people are talking zero RB is the way to go, which is kind of the way the league has gone. where it's, by committee and all of that. So we'll see. I'll draft a few and see how they turn out.
Yeah, I mean, you're drafting, if you're going RB in the first round, you're grabbing the dude who is the bell cow and who can catch balls in a PPR format, right? So, you'd be leaning towards, if you don't get CMC, that is, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, guys like that are just, they're full on, they're the guy. You know what I mean? And, Jahmyr Gibbs wasn't the guy last year, but they've been saying he's going to be the guy this year. And but
he's still going to split a decent amount of time with Dave Montgomery. Need to know how the kickoff return will affect fantasy. It's going to affect your defense because it's defense and special teams. So your defensive team, if they able to get kickoffs back and stuff like that. So drinking Bone Shaker from Amsterdam Brewery, Toronto-ish.
Oh, nice. How is it? What's Bone Shaker? What's the kind of style are we talking there? Vincent? Yeah, we're going light. I haven't had I went to a brewery not too long ago anyways and had some damn good beers. I was supposed to brew a seltzer this weekend, and that got canceled. Rescheduled. So I'm like, this weekend, I'm like, I told you I was going to go down the list. Beerandbigd.com, right? They have a whole list of all of them. And I was going to go kind of by county. And I was like, I still haven't knocked out them all in my own county.
Right.
But I've drank more beer out of my own county than I have, and I wasn't going to Denton anyway. So, but
Khalif Raymond season.
Never heard of her. She sounds hideous. So,
yeah, kick returner for Detroit.
Oh, kick returner. Detroit. When was the last time we had a kick returner we were excited about? God,
Devin Hester.
I mean, that guy's a legend. Every time when they start kicking it out of bounds, just so you don't get it.
There had to be someone since Devin Hester, though, right?
There's been a couple, right?
7.1, not too fruity, not too piney, perfect, goes down smooth. There you go. What style is that Bone Shaker there, Vincent?
Braxton Berrios was one of them, like here recently. Tyreek Hill, remember back when he was returning kicks in 2016?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. Nixon in 2023 was one of the leaders in kick returns in the NFC. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that player
Otis
is.
Nixon, former Atlanta Brave?
No, it ain't Otis Nixon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, isn't Richard Nixon either.
Bitter hot finish, but not too bitter. Okay.
Oh, he's a Packer. Kayshawn Nixon. That's how you say it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, you want to, I'm fine with Berrios being late because that dude was everywhere. Like, he was actually electric, but no one's beating Hester. Like, what's that guy's name? He was a kick returner for the Browns. And then he became a kick returner coach for the Browns. I can see his face. Had a real high-pitched voice, too. He was on the league. When they had the Make-A-Wish, and he goes...
Who was the fastest offensive player drafted? Xavier Worthy. And he's boycotting Madden because they give him a 98 speed.
Yeah.
After he ran a 4.1, the fastest 40 time ever. Josh Cribbs. Yeah, Cribbs was the last big guy. I remember Cribbs.
Yeah.
Because he was after Hester.
Man... just...
And like Dion back in the day.
Oh, boy, I love Dion. I emulated his ass every time I played football. It's like, yeah, give me that damn ball. Had that held that sometimes I get going loose. I had no fucking ball out in front of me. Like, running with a loaf of bread. Oh, man, Dion. Yeah, no. I got Dion's pop up there. I need to pull that thing down. Charles Cribbs. All right, let's get out of here.
Oh, man. But you know what, guys? It's been fun. We've enjoyed ourselves. We just enjoy this time we spend together. That's all I got to say. But thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you. Everyone coming in, commenting, sharing the show, all that fun stuff. We appreciate it. Hey, do us a favor. Go tell a friend about the show. Just be like, hey, watch this show. They don't suck. They're not great, but they don't suck. Hazy Dark's supposed to be American IPA style, but I would put it more New England IPA, but more bitter and coarse. Not that much of a palate thinker. Okay. Thanks, Buzzy. We appreciate it, man. But hey, as always, I'm Alan.
I'm Marty.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to Strikeout Beer.